Yo, what's up guys? Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. The title is not clickbait. I did actually win a mobile series finals for once. Under normal circumstances, this video would be a full-length gameplay with no voiceover. Unfortunately for me, I did not record a single second of that finals, so there's no way I can post a video showing my gameplay. So instead, I'm going to be reviewing every single game I played in the finals, except on replay mode. If you've been struggling in the mobile series, I know I have. Hopefully this video can help you learn from both my mistakes and my successes throughout this cup. And if not, hopefully you can still enjoy the gameplay of my first ever mobile series final win plus heat qual. But before the video starts, make sure you guys comment down below what's your best ever placement in the mobile series, or if you don't play the mobile series, what's your best ever placement in a Fortnite tournament, and what tournament was it? Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. Welcome to game number 1. We've skipped over to the end game where I'm bushed up on a hill next to a cliff. This gives me a great line of sight on the whole map, along with high ground if anyone tries to rush my bush. Unfortunately, the zone pulls completely opposite to where I am, over the pond. So now I'm just scouting out what is the best plan of rotation here. As I'm about to throw my fizz, I see the guy to the right of me crash padded. Crash padding while having a fizz has a great rotation effect. Just watch. Perfectly to where I want to go. Opposite side of zone. There's nothing really to hide behind here, so I decide to bubble up. Someone also lands near me, so I decide to fizz. However, I do make a mistake by rushing him. If I stayed passive here and stayed in my bubble, I would not have taken a couple ticks of zone. I'm also officially out of bubbles, so I decide to smoke up and hide behind the rock. I decide to crash pad straight up after I see one being placed down in order to avoid shots from people. And unfortunately, I hold right too early and it does send me further out than I wanted to go. And I'm able to be spotted by an enemy and pretty quickly taken out. Here are the results from game 1. Let me quickly introduce you to the competition. In 14th place, we have BRN Macaron. This is an insanely good Japanese player who is very consistent. Consistently is great at the game and consistently quals a lot of finals. He has over $14,000 earned between PC and mobile, but unfortunately for him, he's not from NA West, so he will be playing on probably around 100 ping. In 13th place, we have Roger07. Roger is an NA West player who has $1,000 earned on mobile. Don't know much about him other than that, but he has 70% of his earnings coming from the NA West region, so I do have to watch out for good competition from him. In 12th place, we have Broken iPad. Broken iPad is an old mobile pro who has thousands of earnings, but I don't know how much exactly because his profile is private on Fortnite Tracker. So I also don't know his region, but I know he's NA. Next up, we have Rises. Known for his console and PC earnings, Rises started playing Fortnite Mobile 5 months ago before the mobile series began. He's already made $6,000 from Fortnite Mobile and has $14,000 earned on all platforms. He's also an NA player. Killed me more times than I'd like to admit. Grape is our second Asian player. He also switched to mobile before the mobile cups a couple months ago and has already earned $1,400. He's been practicing every day for hours, he said, and his aim has gotten so good that I personally have accused him of cheating on multiple occasions, but I don't think he is. And they both happen to be NA West. Formerly known as Vondi, Court got so many cheater accusations he decided to switch his name. And after VOD reviewing, I can confirm he's 100% hacking. He's also been playing mobile for like a couple weeks and I have no clue who he is. And if it wasn't obvious enough, he put his Fortnite Tracker on private so we can't even look at his history. Next up, we have Cobra. I don't know where he's from, but I'm pretty sure he's from a Latin American Spanish-speaking country. He's a very good mobile player who started earning from the Blitz Cups as well. He has over 6,000 earned, killed me more times than I'd like to admit. I only started earning recently. Dark is a PC player and console player who recently switched over to mobile. He's improved very quickly and has already earned $550. He's from NA West, and although he might be a rookie at mobile, he's a veteran at PC and has over 23,000 earnings on all platforms. In 6th place, we have Gordo. FN Tracker says he's from Italy. He has 1,100 earned from Fortnite Mobile and 1,900 earned on all platforms. Then we have me, JonFNM. Rio is ranked as the 82nd best Fortnite player in Japan. Although I've been playing for 8 years since mobile came out, I only started earning recently. In fact, I'm better known for content creation with my 200,000 followers on TikTok and 10,000 followers on YouTube. In 4th place, we have Rio. Rio is ranked as the 82nd best Fortnite player in Japan. Grape is our second Asian player. He did play a little bit of mobile back in 2020, but he most recently started earning in the mobile series. He went from averaging about 300th place to qualifying every cup. In 3rd place, we have Doge. Grape is our second Asian player. He's another OG Fortnite mobile player who's been a pro since mobile tournaments began. From Blitz alone, he's overall top 3 in earnings. Then we have Coque Luis. Coque is a Mexican Fortnite mobile player who's known for having the most annoying playstyle. You can be randomly chilling and he'll just jump on your bush for no reason. Although his playstyle is annoying, it obviously works for him because he has 1,600 earned on Fortnite Mobile. In 1st place, we have Bolts. Bolts is a pro Fortnite Mobile player who's one of the best in NA. He's not very consistent, but when he does qualify, he does really good in the finals, and always has one of the most eliminations. There are also 2 players in this cup that didn't queue first game, and they both happen to be NA West. The first one is Konami. Konami is a very good build mode Fortnite Mobile player. He only recently started playing Blitz Cups, but he's already earned $1,300. And finally, we have Hawkeye. Hawkeye is one of the best NA West players for Blitz and qualifies a lot. He's been playing Fortnite Mobile since it came out and has amassed over $6,000 in earnings. Whew, that was a lot. Now that you met the competition, let's get back to game 2. Before endgame in game 2, I decide to rotate early because there's not really much people on my side of the map. Zone pulls to that gate in front of me. As I'm rotating, I'm continuously looking around to make sure no one's crouching up or looking at me. I see a slurp, but it's not worth carrying because I already have better loot. There's kids down below on the beach in bushes, so I decide to just sit behind this gate. No one really sees me here, so I decide to just sit here and not waste any bubbles. Notice I am ready to throw a bubble just in case somebody does see me and shoot at me. I do end up throwing the bubble after all because the gate doesn't have the zone. I do end up getting a great zone pull that pulls behind me, so I am able to go back behind the gate and save more bubbles. Now, it's important for me to be very aware and look around to make sure nobody randomly jumps on me, which does eventually happen. As you can see, this guy glides over not seeing me, so I do have to throw a bubble and miss in order for him not to see me. Since we are pretty isolated, I decide to try to hit a few shots on him, and I'm kind of mad that he took my spot. This is probably not the smartest play here, but fortunately for me, I do hit him a number of times, so he tries to run away, and I do end up eliminating him right there. And since he is a knock, I decide to try to get the finish and find the revive card. However, unfortunately, as you can see here, I did not get it. I completely missed the card. And this will unfortunately be a big mistake because later in the game, you'll see if I had a revive card, I could have done a lot better. Here, I'm trying to stay in the smoke / in bubbles and bushes just to avoid getting shot at by enemies. But at the same time, I'm making sure I'm aware of where the zone is moving, because if you go the wrong way in a 4d6 zone, you would die in about 3 seconds. An unlucky couple of shots do end up hitting me, and I get 6th place that game, putting me at around 7th place overall. Which brings us to game number 3. Game number 3, I end up rifting pretty late in the mid game, trying to find a spot to set up for zone in the late game. I do end up seeing that the zone pulls near these trees over here, so I do try to sit in this tree as long as possible and just avoid having to waste my bubbles or any fizz. As you can tell, all the other players in this game are all using bubbles right now, bushes, fizz, wasting all their stuff while I'm chilling. I do end up jumping down in the shield because I do see a fight I could easily third party. They're not looking at me, they're both looking at each other. I do end up picking up one of the kills pretty easily, so I bubble up with the extra bubbles I just got and rotate to the next zone, which pulls on this side. I probably could have hid behind this wall instead of bubbling up, but I decided to bubble just to be safe. And I do end up getting jumped on right here, so I do have to go below this hill, which I probably could have gone below before. And he does hit me a lot of HP right here. I'm at around 40 HP, so I'm just jumping around trying to not get spotted by anybody, because if I get hit once here, I'm most likely dead. I do end up killing somebody who was like 1 HP very luckily here, and then I'm just trying to find another kill to get more siphon. I do end up getting a knockback shotgun from the RNG pull you get in late games in Blitz, and this does help me avoid getting shot for almost like all of the end game. Unfortunately, I should have stopped using it here and dropped down because it did make me get a lot of ticks of zone and die. But we do end up getting a 4th place that game, which is not that bad, honestly, when you take the 40 HP into account. But I do end up being around 5th place after this game is finished. Game number 4, I do try to rotate dead side, and I get jumped by this guy. Well, not really jumped, but he just sees me and gets a lot of shots on me, so he pushes me. I run in zone, use a slurp, and throw down fizzes, trying to just make it so he can't see me and to heal up as fast as possible. Honestly, just using everything here just to not die. I do end up hitting him a lot, and he just keeps on pushing me and does not disengage. So unfortunately, I do have to kill him here. And then zone is already a 5 tick, so I immediately try to go to zone. I pick up this chug on the way, and while rotating the zone, I am not able to make it in. It goes so far, and I don't have enough heals that I do eventually end up dying in 13th or 12th place. You'll see it here on screen in a second. And this does make me end up dropping to 8th place overall. Zone pulls away from me. I'm camping in a bush, and I do see a guy fizz up to my right, so I decide to get the fizz effect and sprint to the next bush I place further in zone. Since I'm closer to zone, I decide to scout around, make sure nobody is rotating in, and I can catch them off guard. Somebody does end up landing like basically on me in a second here. As you can see right here, I do hit him once with a shotgun and headshot him for the kill, catch him very off guard out of the bubble, and we do end up picking up the proper guns in order to be able to double pump. I am getting shot a lot here, so I decided to run to the smoke, camp behind a little shrub here, and use a slurp just to recuperate the health I did lose. All the while, I do have to rotate to zone again because it pulls further out. I get launched out here, but I have a slurp going, so I don't die, and I actually gain all my health back. I am now trying to look for people, look for free kills. I get the double pump out. I start switching between guns with the revolver and the spaz, trying to get kills if possible. I get stuck on a crash pad somehow here, and it doesn't let me move. But finally, there's like 6 people in this zone. I just hit a one pump right here, hit another shot, great shot, and kill the last kid. And we do end up winning this game with a couple kills. This is the game where the nerves start to kick in because I do jump to first place. Now, game 6 did not start off great. I'm rotating in a zone, and there's a guy on the roof I did not see because I'm just completely unaware for some reason. He is just staring at me, so I know I do have to leave the situation eventually because the bubbles will not last forever. So I do have the slurp effect still, so I do decide to just make a book for it behind this tree, and he does push me. I hit him some great shots with the double pump, and currently I'm like 30 HPC here, so I'm just kind of trying to push, like apply pressure because defense is the best offense, to be honest. Offense is the best defense is what I meant to say. But he does actually end up running away, so I do find some natural cover behind his fence that I stick for as long as possible, and I do have to eventually rotate. I find a purple fizz bubble, not bubble, but like smoke fizz, whatever that's called, that I do get some slurp effect and healing for. Try to crouch in. I see this guy get hit a lot, so I decide to jump on him, get free kill, and a lot more loot. We get a bubbles, we get a slurp / fizz. So I do just try to run around and keep trying to heal back up, which I am eventually full HP here. I do see this guy on top of the pole, but he does get up there and I can't mantle. I hit a broken iPad right here for a lot, and I do end up killing him through the smoke. Very luckily, I couldn't even see him. I don't know how I did that. But yeah, I basically now I'm just trying to avoid everybody and just trying to get as much placement points as possible. I get hit out of zone here. Do have to splash because I am at like 70 HP, I think. So it gets me back to full HP. I'm just jumping around here trying to avoid all the shots. I hear a pistol going off. So I'm a shock pistol. So I'm just trying to avoid getting hit by that. Luckily, I get a good hit by it and it hits me straight up. And I do end up getting second place here. Not bad. We'll take it. I'm still first place, but great, but starting to catch up. This brings us to game 7 where the worst possible thing happened. The hacker Court finds me in a tree and just decides to push me for absolutely no reason here. This is probably the worst thing that could have happened because I have Grape on my tail catching up to me in points, and if I do bad this game, he could even pass me in first place. As you can see, he hits every headshot here, and I die so quickly. 13th place, 0 points from this game. Second place is now catching up. Now we have game 8. Again, I'm looking for a spot to land in zone after rifting, and I find this pole. Always a great spot to camp if you have nowhere else to go, especially if you have no bushes like I did in that situation. I'm looking around, making sure no one jumps on me, and I don't see anybody. However, as soon as I turn my back, I'm pretty sure this guy does jump on me if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm like not very aware here, and obviously he jumps on me, hits me many times. So I'm just kind of panicking here, spamming my bubbles, trying to use my my slurp juice, just to get my health back. But unfortunately, I do get killed by Grape Violence, who has a very good aim, like I said before, through the thing, and I do get finished before I could use my res card by Cobra. After this second bad game in a row, Grape Violence is now tied with me on points. We were both tied with 81 points, so if I didn't lock in now, then I would be cooked. Fast forward to game number 9, where I'm blessed with a bunch of bushes. I found a good corner to camp in zone, and I'm just sitting here when Cobra walks in on me, pants down basically because I wasn't paying attention, and I did end up killing him. I was like 10 HP, so I instantly use a slurp and start throwing bubbles because I'm like, no way, if somebody pushes me, I'm dead. So luckily the slurp is going off. I do heal up about 80% of the way before I decide to go ahead and rotate to zone. Luckily, no one is really on this low ground except one person, so I have a pretty much a free rotate just to get to the next part of the zone. I see this crash pad, which I decide to hit because it'll put me straight up in the air, and I use this white health to get me back to full HP. I do get one pumped by the hacker, who turns around 360s me and one pumps me, and he does end up picking up the win, putting the hacker right behind me and Grape. With one game left, I'm sitting on like 95 points. Grape has about 90, and the hacker had about 85. This brings us to the last game where I knew I had to do probably very good in order to win the tournament. So I'm go to the center of the zone because I see some loot, and I see the hacker edge zone pushing somebody. So I do decide to focus him, and I get extremely lucky and hit a lot of headshots and do take him out fast. This makes me very confident. I just took out the hacker. No one else in the lobbies were going to probably be able to kill me as easily as a hacker would. I see this guy in the tree, so I try to shoot him just to make him come down, but he doesn't. He stays up there for a little while. I think he might still be up there. And basically now I'm just jumping around in the bushes. Keep in mind, I'm extremely nervous and shaking because I know that I have to do good this game to win the cup. And I do get hit at a zone earlier, but I'm still chilling at like 40 HP left with 100 shield and overshield. I'm just jumping around, trying to avoid shots. There's so many people alive, so I decided to start spraying. I hit every shot by AR with the AR, and I kill Cobra. I then eliminate Rio with my AR. I just keep spraying. I do end up getting taken out, but I'm the only one in the lobby with the self-revive card, and I do end up clutching out the victory and winning my first ever Mobile Series Finals, earning $700. If I missed anything and you guys are wondering why I made a certain decision in one of these games, just let me know with a comment down below. I will try to answer as many comments as I can. Make sure if you guys did enjoy this video, you do like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I would really, really appreciate that. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. It means the world to me. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.